Hi everyone, my name is Julie. Thank you so much for watching. Today we're doing something a little bit different on my challenge. What? Oh my gosh, I know. Have you guys set up your Christmas decorations yet? Be truthful. Alright, so I'm thinking about putting them out before Thanksgiving. I realize that's blasphemous. I get it, I know. However, I'm in a mood and that's what I want to do. And when I think about decorating, I also think about holiday makeup. And I think about gold eyeshadow in particular. So I thought it'd be fun today to go through some palettes in my collection and see the golds that I have. I like gold eyeshadow. I think that they look pretty good on me. I do think the shades have to be right. But I have a surprising amount of golds. And let's go through and we kind of talk about them, see which ones like you think might be best for this holiday season, or maybe something that's more appropriate for summer. I've got all sorts of shades of gold. I've got everywhere from like a light gold to a really antique gold, and I've got glitters and shimmers, and I don't have any matte golds actually, probably because I would have put them in like the mustard color range, but that's okay. We're just gonna roll right on through. Let's get into it. My first gold palette is one that is gonna be very familiar to you guys. This is the LORAC Unzipped Gold Palette. This is a standard for anybody who likes golds, I feel like. And this has a bunch of different ones in it. I'm sure you guys have seen it. The ones that pull my attention the most in terms of golds are going to be Unlimited, Unleashed, and Unpredictable. And these are also some of my three lightest gold shades. What I like about this is that there really isn't an antique gold in here. This is going to be something where you're going to get a lighter look, something where it's not going to be as bam, gold, like yellow in your face. This is more of a subtle gold. So here we have Unlimited. Then we have Unleashed. And then we have Unpredictable. And you can see they're very different tones in there, but they all have a bit of shimmer to them. And I like that. I really think that each of these kind of brings its own power to the table. So this one here, this is your more neutral gold. It's just a little shimmer. If you want to punch up, you go with this one. This one is more of your bronzy yellow. This definitely brings in some more yellow to it. And this is more of like a champagne gold. So it is gold, yes, but it has that champagne shimmer in it. And I just think that that's really, they're just pretty. They're all just different undertones. Isn't that nice? So let's compare those golds, those LORAC golds, to another one that I already know is going to be a dupe. And that is the Carly Bible palette by BH Cosmetics. I've got the original one, but this has some lovely, lovely golds in it. I really just want to swipe two of these colors, and that's going to be this one here, as well as this one here. I do think this one is more like the LORAC Unzipped original. It's like a true dupe for that, but I do think that this gold and that gold are going to be nice to play with, especially this time of year. I almost just dropped that. Okay, so let's watch this one first. These are really, really soft. And look at this pigment payoff. So you can see I swatched it next to the LORAC shadow, and the shade is pretty similar, and the shimmer level is pretty similar. It's just a bit more of a neutral shade. It's got a little bit more of a peach tone to it, like that one. And then they call this a highlighter. I would never use this as a highlighter. Like this, that is like a strong, strong gold, almost the antique style gold, which I do not like to put on my eyes. There it is, see? It's definitely more yellow tone in it. Right there. See if I can brighten this up so you guys can see better. The next palette I want to swatch is a Tarte palette, and that's going to be Don't Quit Your Daydream by Tarte. You guys have seen this, I did this in my 1 month 1 palette, and we have the shade Boss Lady here right in the center. What's interesting about this one is this probably has the least amount of shimmer out of all of the golds we're going to swatch today, but it still has a little bit. It's more like a metallic sheen on this one. Where should I put it? What do you think? Should I just keep going right down the arm? See, it has that more of a metallic sheen to it. It's not quite as shimmery. This doesn't remind me as much for Christmas, I don't think, but it's like a good everyday look to it. But if you're looking like for a special holiday gold eyeshadow, I wouldn't reach for this one, but I do think it's pretty. I think right now, I don't know if I'd reach for any of these because they're not like really glittery yet, but they all have a nice shine to it. Maybe the LORAC Gold palette would be what I go to, just because it has the most shine attached to it, but I know I've got one coming up that's really gonna blow your socks off. It's like my go-to holiday one. All right, how many of you have used your LORAC Mega Pro 2 lately? This actually, I think, has some nice holiday looks in it. In particular, down here, you've got Gold Leaf. You remember this one? No, this is a beautiful gold. It has a shimmer in it. It has nice reflect. It's a light yellow gold, which I think is perfect. Super, super buttery shadows. Yes, do you see that? My thumb is a little dirty. I might have just cooked something. And you guys are like, Julie, you hate cooking. I know I hate cooking. My husband's gone right now for work. So I had to cook. I made hot dogs and those little like butter rolls. So good. And I have enough for a snack tomorrow, which is perfect, right? Oh, look at that. Do you see how it just has that little shimmer running through it? That is perfect over the eyes. And what's nice is that this can actually layer on top of other eyeshadows. If you want just like a little shimmer, maybe like a little brow bow action. Brow bow action. That's not a real thing, it's your brow bone. But if you just want like a little gold right there, it looks so freaking good right there. It's subtle, but it has like a really great ability to catch the light. And I like this one. I think that's so, so pretty. So nice. Subtle, that's what I'm going for sometimes. But sometimes I don't go for subtle. Should we go for non-subtle now? Are we ready for it? You ready for it? Let's talk about Tarte Holiday Kit from last year. This is the Tarte Luxe Eye Palette. You saw me use this in 1 Month 1 palette. I don't know if you noticed the golds here. We got a straight up gold glitter. We've got a gold metallic, and then we got a gold metallic with glitter. Okay, thank you. I didn't realize that I had these until I started using this palette this year, but these are perfect for parties. Like, I'm so glad I got this palette. This is a gift from my friend Jenny, and it's something I would have never picked up for myself, but I ended up loving it. Loving it. Alright, so let's do the straight glitter so you can see. The only thing I'll say about this, like straight glitter, it's just straight glitter, is that you want to be careful. This is not glitter that you want to get in your eye. So make sure when you apply it, you use glitter glue. And when you take it off, you really take it off. Like, this is what I'm talking about when you talk about glitter. Like, is that not the most perfect holiday eye? It is. It totally is. Alright, let's go to the one that is both metallic and shimmer here. This is a bit of a tougher formula. It's not my favorite formula in this palette. But it has, this one has like the real, starting to the antique gold style of it. You can see it's not as glittery as this one is, but it does have a very nice shine to it. If you're worried about getting glitter in your eye and you want an antique gold, this one is nice. Both of these have fallout, so just know that ahead of time. And then this one here. I wish these had shade names. They have them on the back, but it's just so complicated to get it back there. This one is going to be your pure metallic gold, and this is going to be not an antique look. Like, that's right there, you can see the difference. The antique has, it's kind of like a copper base to it, while non-antique is just like a pure yellow gold. But this, like, I'm so glad I started playing with this before the holidays, because this is so great for all the looks I want to do. So good. So good. If you have this, pull this out. I think it's a hidden surprise. I don't think as many people use this as own it, so if you own it, pull it out. I just don't know, was it popular? I wasn't in the States when that came out, so I don't know really how popular it ended up being. I'm hoping very popular, because these shades, they're really just like one-of-a-kind specialty items. Before we jump to antique golds, I want to show one more that you might have This is Gilded Rose, I believe, from Milano. It doesn't have the name on the back of this, so I'm not exactly certain. But if you have the red palette from Milano and you have the shade Carrot, like Diamond Carrot, you gotta look at it. It's this gold right here. You can see it's not a pressed glitter, but it does have a beautiful shine to it. It's got glitter embedded in the pigment. It looks like that. So you can see it's not antique because it doesn't have any copper in it. And I'll swatch it next to these three so you can kind of see where it lands. You can see it has a similar style of shine. So it's got the glitter embedded in the pigment. It's just not as glittery. It's more of the metallic finish. I like it. I just got this year as well. I don't know if I'll be wearing that one for the holidays because I'm just loving these ones. But I think that's pretty. If I think maybe you could put this on top of that one, that would really make it shine. Maybe even the gold on top of it. Oh, that'd be quite the gold look. Now I'm like digging. I'm like, should I get gold? I want to put gold on my eyes right now. I'm in it, you guys. I'm in it to win it. Let's jump into antique gold. Something with a little copper base into it. The first one I want to show you is your Metal Matte by Kat Von D. This is a super old palette again. Most of my palettes are old, but you know, I'm trying to pan things and I want to use them up. And you guys know which one I'm going to go for. It is Flash right here. Beautiful shade Flash. So Flash I think is the yellowest of all the golds that I have. It's going to be your true metallic. There's no glitter in it at all. And it really is just like a yellow gold. It's not my favorite shade in the Metal Matte palette. You know, I could definitely tell you Dulce is up there and Thunderstruck are definitely two of my favorites. But I don't think it's bad. It's just you're going to get a straight metallic look. It's going to be a good base. I think if you want to use this to highlight in like the center of your lid, that would look really nice because you will get that gold shining through and it will match a lot of the super warm eye looks. I think everyone's kind of going more cool tone right now, but if you like a warm eye look, this one is pretty nice for it. My last high-end shadow is not going to be a surprise for anyone who knows this channel. This is going to be your Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. You have chocolate gold. Right here, this shade. This is a great shade. If you want a true gold, like look at that, even compared to the glitter, like look at that. Come on now. Come on. You can't fight that. That shade right there is just so absolutely stunning. Seriously though. Seriously. My go-to holiday look, this one right here. Like, wow. That is just so gorgeous. It is a little antiqued. It has a little copper in it. But this just stands out on every eye look, on every skin tone. If I had one holiday palette, I think that I could keep forever. It's going to be the chocolate gold. This thing is just so pretty. It has every glitter and shimmer you might possibly need. It also has gold dipped in here, side note. I don't view that like a gold the way some people think of it as a gold. I view it a bit more like a neutral shine, but I know someone's going to ask me about that, so I'll swatch it for you. You can see it really is more like a taupe shine. It's not really gold at all, in my opinion. From what, like, if you're comparing golds, I really don't think that that one is a gold at all. But in case anybody wondered, I don't think gold dipped is gold. Now, I do have it all, like, what you can call gold palette. This is Maple Glazed by I Heart Revolution. And technically, I think you could say these were all gold, but I'm most interested in this one here. Again, it's antiqued. The other ones are kind of more like burnt golds. And that's the shade right there. You can see it's another metallic one. I mean, swatching under the Too Faced I feel like is so unfair because everything after that is going to be like kind of sad. See, the pigmentation just isn't as good. I mean, it still shows up, but it's just not like that Too Faced. It's a pure metallic. It actually is really smooth when you apply it onto your lid. So if you have wrinkles on your lids, this will show it just because it's kind of a thin formula. But you can see it there. It's pretty, it's nice. It's not my favorite gold. It's not even a go-to gold for me. But every time I pull this palette out, that goes on my lid. Then last, but certainly not leastly, this is one new to me. This is BH Cosmetics Day and Night. This is one gifted to me by a girlfriend. And it does have a gold. It's this one right here. This is the darkest gold that I have. It's almost to the border of not being gold. It is that one right there. Like, you can see it's almost not even gold. But it still counts, so let's apply it. You can see there's a little shimmer in it, but it's dark. It's definitely a dark gold. I don't know if they mixed a little brown in it or what, but it's just the deepest of all the golds. Actually, it's funny, you put on my hand, it doesn't look very deep at all, but it is, like, it definitely is your darkest of golds. Again, it's right there. So that is where you're at. I am now covered in gold shadows. I think you can clearly see which ones my favorite are. It's going to be this one right here, chocolate gold for the holidays. But I think I'm going to use this topper, the Tarte topper, more than I expected. You can kind of see how it's going from like neutral to like a bit more blingy and gold. And I think for the holidays, it's just fun to pull out your gold shadows, maybe some silver, put on some glitter, really make those eyes like stand out from a mile away. What shadows do you wear for the holidays? Do you go for metallic? Do you go for more of a neutral look? Just something like super glam? What are you thinking this year? I'm really thinking warm golds. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.